You know the black Americans that they sent to colonize Liberia? Well, you don't. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly who they were. So let's get into it. Why did they send so many American Indians to Liberia? I know you're thinking, but they didn't send the Native Americans to Liberia. They sent the Africans back to Africa. Well, what if I told you that the first president, also known as the father of Liberia, Joseph Jenkins Robert, is not who you think he is? Did you ever hear about the Curtis family? They are documented as a family of Cherokee Indians who colonized Liberia. So in school and through media, we're taught that these first families of Virginia held only African enslaved people. Anytime you speak to anybody black, they say, I'm African. They think all their ancestors came directly from Africa. But if you look at the documentation, it tells a different story. And to understand that story, we must go back to Jamestown, the Doeg Indians, and Bacon's Rebellion. So Bacon's Rebellion came to a head in the year 1676, and it was a conflict between Nathaniel Bacon and Sir William Berkeley. Long story short, these two colonists disagreed on how to run the Virginia colony, and that led to an uprising. Nathaniel Bacon's followers revolted against the upper class, Sir William Berkeley. The ironic thing about this is that these two men were in fact cousins through marriage. So really, Bacon's Rebellion was just a power struggle. But the people really affected by this were the American Indians, and in particular the Doeg Indians. You see, Nathaniel Bacon wanted Sir William Berkeley to press the English king to bring in military force to stop the American Indians from attacking the colonists. As the colonists encroached on American Indian territory, of course the American Indians fought back. I mean, it's their land. What did they expect? So through documentation we have as early as 1640, there were probably only 150 African enslaved people in Virginia, as they told it. Remember, 20-odd something arrived in 1619 on the ship the White Lion. And when you look at slavevoyage.com, you can see most of these people that were coming to Virginia at this time from other places in the Americas. These people were not from Africa. They were American Indians. Now let's get into documentation, because I know a lot of you are not trusting this information, and that's okay, because it's not what you learned. It's not what you were told. And you're proud to be black. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Yes, you can be black and have American Indian ancestry. Can you believe it? Well, you better, because it's true. So Robert J. Miller, who's a professor at Arizona State University, said in the Virginia colony, it is a fact that the first slaves of the English settlers were the local Indian peoples, and then large numbers of Indians captured elsewhere and transported to Virginia to serve as slaves on those plantations. So that's why you see in the slave voyages that many of these enslaved people were coming from other places in the Americas and being shipped to Virginia. We know that the Mayans were also enslaved and shipped to different areas across the Americas, including Virginia. Then you have the indigenous people of the Bahamas. They were enslaved to the point where their population was completely depleted from the island, wiped out.